and welcome to Interpret Your World, a channel designed by interpreters for interpreters to give you the confidence and practice you require to become a great interpreter. On our YouTube channel, you will find mock scenario practice, advanced random phrase practice, long form vocabulary practice, short form vocabulary practice, definitions, and tips and tricks videos. We also have a Patreon page to complement the YouTube channel where for as little as $1 of your support, you will gain access to everything on that page, including ad-free practice videos, scripts and answer sheets, vocabulary lists, and much more content. You will also find short-form medical vocabulary practice videos on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Kawaii for you to practice your vocabulary with us. Instructions. To improve short-term memory retention, just wait for the utterance to end and then repeat what was said. All segments have a similar length. If you are learning English, you can record yourself as you repeat the utterance to improve pronunciation. Si también hablas español, puedes revisar la versión en español de este video para asegurar que entendiste todo lo mencionado. If you are a Spanish interpreter, you can also record yourself and interpret the utterances to Spanish. Afterwards, you can check the Spanish version of this video to make sure your interpretations are accurate. You can also practice your note-taking or gauge the length of the segments you can interpret from short-term memory alone. Let's begin. There was an odd session at work today where the patient could not recognize what side of his body he had pain on. Would you believe there are anacondas that grow to tremendous sizes? Nature sure is beautiful and surprising. In the Yucatan Peninsula and some Central American countries, Mayan dialects are still spoken to this day. The world 10,000 years ago is a fascinating place we can only imagine and experience thanks to CGI. Anne, I have been waiting for you for the past hour. We really need to go now or we are going to be late. Last night I was in bed when I saw a very intense red glare on my ceiling coming from the outside. Technology has really made our life simpler. Can you remember life without internet? Not everyone can. We hope to find all the answers once we grow up, but once you grow up, you realize you're as clueless as everyone else. Everyone should feel appreciated since we contribute something to someone else in some way. How old were you when you imprinted your first memory in your brain? For me, it was around just before 3 years old. It should be pretty hot in Cabo that time of the year, so remember to dress light and pack some sunblock. Are we expecting someone? Who could be knocking at this time of the night? I don't feel like getting up. Short and simple videos are a great way to make your brand grow and to create a positive image too. Are you thinking what I am thinking? If it's getting some wings after the show, then you're on. I still remember my short lived spelling bee moment in elementary school where I failed the first round. Is that really Virginia? I could not have recognized her had you not told me so. She really does look like a whole new person. Can we stay a little longer? I feel so relaxed here. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just stay here? Is it still raining? I don't think I will be able to ride bikes today like I promised my son a week ago. Are you still here? I thought you left over 2 hours ago. What have you been doing all this time? Sorry I kept you waiting, but I just got introduced to this dessert. I loved it and had to get some more. Imagine if you could go back in time and go to any moment in history, where would you go? Talent scouts seek high school students that excelled in football at the end of their senior year. I just love rainy season since the river flows with more water downstream and everything just gets so green. John and I stayed up the whole night reminiscing how young and embarrassing we both were. Forget about her, buddy. You will just have to stick with me until she comes back. Let's get going. It's all about precision, Freddy. If they don't get their game up, we will need to switch manufacturers. Okay, look, you can pretty much go there, there, and there. Everything else is off limits to everyone except the staff. I stayed up all night playing video games and I still could not finish the game. It's so awesome. Times are looking tough for next year. Better cut back spending and save some money just in case. I just love to feel the vibration from the bass speaker. It makes me feel so alive.